Guys, I'm sorry that we're doing two back-to-back almost. Not really, because I love it. But, oh, this is like, oh, okay. First off, take a dab because we have an intro song.
Oh, yeah.
Hola, Sarah, it is me, Chris Cuomo.
I'm building in these little dab things that we could do during the show now.
I have got this molto bene brand new show. I love my mother. I hate my brother. So let's get after it and have us good
fucking bread. I love it every time. Well, good news. Look, Persh, there's not many times in history where you have such a great philosophical mind.
No, we're blessed to live in the same time in history as Chris Cuomo.
I mean, honestly, it must have been like living in the same time as Socrates or Cuomo D. You're muted.
Yeah, you just killed me with the Cuomo D one. I had to mute the call.
It's okay. Oh, fuck. I love Fridays. Okay. Well, listen. There's a lot of people bickering out there about the Yee appearance on InfoWars. No one knows what's going on, but one man does.
You've seen the Kanye crap all over the internet, right? I told you can't censor anything these days. They're going to find an outlet, even if it's a 3-hour interview with Alex Jones.
He's complaining about not being able to censor things these days. Right out of the gate, what a dickhead.
Yeah. Look, I've always said you can't censor things. That's always been my stance. Always and forever. You don't be censoring people, all right?
Unless it's a story about your brother sexually harassing women.
Or Hunter Biden's laptop.
Yeah, exactly.
Or me having COVID.
I like the way he goes, yeah, like a 3-hour interview with Alex Jones. Like he says it all derisively. Alex has way more viewers than you.
Alex Jones's interview is bigger than anything you've ever done in your entire career, you fucking
entire career.
Guido.
Your top moment was the Q-tip with your brother.
It really was, and it's because you were a joke.
Kanye is merely a falling star who thinks he can shock his way back to relevance.
Hi, Pot. I'm the kettle. Nice to meet you.
I did a spit. No, almost did a spit thing.
Are you fucking? He's talking about himself.
He thinks he's going to shock his way back to. Kanye was very relevant till this meltdown.
Falling star who thinks he can shock his way back.
By the way, it's falling star. If Kanye didn't say any of the Jew stuff and he dropped another album, it would have been another humongous album.
Yeah, it would have been #1 album.
So shut up.
Back to relevance. He's now relegated to a cautionary tale. No matter how rich or talented or famous someone is,
you can't take the Moulignan out of the Moulignan, if you know what I mean.
You know what I mean, huh? You know what?
You know.
No one is immune from a diseased mind full of.
No one is immune, not even this Titsoon. That's mine. Don't nobody take that.
That's gonna be sold right next to his free agent shirt.
Free agent shirts, and then
free agent shirts, and then immune Titsoon shirts.
Just right next to each other. I got them in ladies' cuts too.
No one is immune from a diseased mind full of malignant ideas. It doesn't matter.
Hey, Chris, you look really tired. Doesn't he look really tired?
Matter that he doesn't get
all the time by his wife. Like, are you ever going to get that settlement from CNN? This podcast isn't doing it.
He's wearing a shiny Robert De Niro collection suit again too, which is my favorite.
Of course, it's all he owns.
This fucking tie is so shiny I can see my reflection in it.
How wrong he is for whatever reason. I believe that his problem is our opportunity. Because this is bigger than a man who calls himself Ye.
Why did you interview him then?
To whom we all can now say nay.
Yo, he was fucking proud of that.
Bro, he looked in the mirror. He fucking sat there in the mirror. And he was like, honey, what, Chris? Honey, check this out. What if I say?
Because this is bigger than a man who calls himself Ye, to whom we all can now say nay.
Is that it, honey? I gotta go take the kids to karate. I mean,
Also, does anybody notice he just had a fucking guile moment? He said canal.
yeah, but canal. Of course, canal, bro.
Let canal go home.
A canal go home.
Dude, imagine him waking up at 2 a.m. in a cold sweat, just going, "Ah," and then grabbing a marker and getting the palm of his hand and going, yay, nay.
Nailed
He's
it.
digging through his drawer for something to write with, but it's all crayons.
No, it's just dry pasta noodles
Why would he have pasta noodles in
Canadian
his drawer?
crayons.
for an emergency boil at night. You never know.
Oh, fuck.
We must, you must, as the core of this country, okay? Those of you
You're
not
right.
really
You losing your train of thought?
He's
You're right, Chris?
really tired, Merch. I don't
Bring
know
it
if you
back in, Chris.
can reel it in. He doesn't.
All of you out there, okay? Should he's doing the Fetterman thing?
Yeah. You know what's happening? It's like I think you're right, Merch. He doesn't have a producer in his ear like he did at CNN. Like it's just a lot of. Just let him keep talking. I don't care. We got to fill 20 minutes.
concerned with the game of party politics, who usually leaves cable news, politics on as background
Sometimes they
noise.
get fired. Whatever. We're not really asking specific questions here, right? Get out of my business.
I'm not broadcasting in front of a bunch of empty seats at an airport anymore, so I'm not really sure what to do with myself.
I was gonna quit anyway.
You're not about being left or right. You want reasonable. This is now your
When have you ever been reasonable, Chris? I love this. I love that he's reasonable now.
fight because it transcends right and left and is simply a matter of
All right, I'm gonna bring on my workout partner, Mark Harley. Mark Harley, good to see you, bud. What's going on, man?
God. His workout is probably Harley Pasternak.
Fucking no. Nah, they only give Pasternak to A-listers. Cuomo ain't getting no Pasternak. All right, you know that.
right.
Come on,
and
guys.
wrong.
Guys, come on. Clean up the toys and stuff. All right, my Jew personal trainer's coming over in a little bit.
It's not about who's worse anymore. It is time that someone steps up and decides to make our nation better.
And I think I'm that man. I think I'm the man for the job. My time has come. Step aside, Andrew. Ma's favorite's going to take over now.
Oh fuck.
Too many are
Don't worry about it, because your brother Chris ain't going to get in trouble like you did, because the broads who blow me don't have buyer's remorse. You know what I'm saying?
Chris, this is your uncle's funeral.
Yeah, they like when I grab their titties, not like him.
Andrew's standing there fuming, just fuming.
And the mom's going like, just ignore him, baby. Just go pay your respects. Just
Nah,
ignore
Ma.
him.
Ma. I can't, Ma. Ma, I'm gonna slap him right in his mouth,
You're
Ma.
real sick of this shit. He's
Ma.
taking cufflinks off.
You two are tearing this family apart.
Oh, look, Chris, now you made your mother cry.
You happy with yourself?
I don't know what to do anymore with them.
They're both taking off their fucking Rolexes they bought on Canal Street and
Yes.
putting it in their pockets, ready to fucking fist fight at their uncle's funeral.
All you hear for like 10 minutes is in the silence is heavy breathing and what sounds like change in pockets as they take off every piece of gold that they're wearing.
And then they have to break it up, and they're like, oh, think of your father.
Hey, what would he think?
What would he think of this, huh?
Oh, fuck.
Fucking disgracias.
But you're right. The uncle slaps them both in the back of the head. What's the matter with you?
Have some respect. We're a week away from the Feast of San Gennaro.
This is so stupid.
And now you're ruining it. Now I'm not even looking forward to my Zeppelins.
You boys calm down now. I'm gonna put some spagoot on the stove.
Ma, we're in a
start the
graveyard.
gravy.
Where'd you get a stove?
I gotta start the gravy now.
She has Alzheimer's. She's just cooking in the air. Would you two like some bread?
Andrew, I'm worried about Ma.
This is so stupid. Huh. Okay, sorry, Chris. What were you saying? 1 minute into this fucking video, I just want to point out we're 1 minute in.
Echoing Kanye's words across the internet. They're using it as clickbait, as if there were no consequence to his words. And as wrong as that empty amplification is, the opposite instinct, I don't believe is a better outcome. To censor, to deplatform.
All right, listen, fence writing, Chris Cuomo. What do you believe now? Because you've changed a lot.
Hate. You can't
Somebody should
silence
send him a beanie.
Yeah, someone get this guy a beanie.
things these days. I don't think it's right, and I don't think it's practical.
Oh,
You're going to
it's
find
complicated.
a way to a digital diaspora.
Wow, he has a word of the day calendar, right? Like he does, because you notice he's late since he's left specifically. He's been dropping like, $3 SAT words every once in a while.
Is there anything worse than a guy who wants to be smarter than he is?
No,
Just stop.
No.
You're going to find
But
a way.
then again, is there anything funnier than a guy who thinks he's smarter than he
No,
is?
no.
See, that's the issue. It's hilarious.
To a digital diaspora. The answer
Yeah, that's right. That was in my word of the day calendar. Digital.
is obvious. Don't hide from it. Expose it. Oppose it. And
What was he rhyming now? He's doing a lot of rhyming lately.
there's good news. When Alex Jones,
Who've never heard of the guy?
that nut job,
Excuse me. Our friend, Alex Jones. You do not talk to our friend Alex Jones that way. All right?
for real.
You hear that? Alex Jones never been fired. He quits every place he works at.
is uncomfortable
Like the alpha dog he is.
with what someone is spewing, you know we have a consensus on what must be opposed. Listen.
Here we go.
Love Jewish people, but I also love Nazis. Oh, man. Well, I have to disagree.
Let's go. You're done.
Here we go.
You're done with that.
You're done with the family. You're dead. Take this money, but never come back here again.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Goodfellas.
Now I must turn my back to you.
As a matter of my choice, not some crowdsourced consequence. But it's easy to take apart what he
Kanye
says.
West is getting on his private jet, and he's like, that was it. $3,000 and some shitty cookies for a life.
Music plays.
Always easy when it comes to hate. Okay? Hitler didn't invent the
You know what's
microphone.
weird, too? The Kanye West cookie controversy. Like, I don't really ever eat, like, sweets.
Right.
And I just literally happened to buy a cookie tray as I was shopping, like, the day the Kanye thing happened. And I was like, that was a little weird. They're like, oh, yeah, Kanye left with all the cookies. And I'm like, oh, I have cookies.
Always easy when
I'm
it
good at
comes
cookies.
to hate. Okay? Hitler didn't invent the microphone.
It was Christopher Columbus. God rest his soul.
No, it's going to be like, it's going to be some other Italian. It was Antoine Mitalucci that invented the microphone.
It was
1822.
It was actually Mussolini.
And then one of these Jew fucks stole it.
Now, you can debate, there were evolutions of the technology. How much credit do we give David Edward Hughes from England?
How much credit do we give the Nazis for the space program, Chris?
Yeah, I mean, that's a little more important than the microphone.
Yeah,
I mean, literally, you're. By the way, Chris, you're trying to sound smug and intelligent while refuting points made by a brain-damaged, retarded black man.
This is great, but it's amazing. But he's also retarded, so it's like a retard analyzing a retard, and it's actually really funny.
But him correct, no, obviously, I mean, I hate to correct Kanye West here on his knowledge of history, but the Nazis did invent the microphone. Thanks, Chris. You're smarter than Kanye West. Congrats.
Remember when they tried to use our new word of the year? They tried to gaslight us into believing that black women doing math is how we went to space and not because Nazis. That was one of my favorite retelling of histories, that Hidden Figures movie.
Emil Berliner, Thomas Edison. But
he's pretending like he didn't Wikipedia who invented the microphone. He's such a fucking little phony, right? He's pretending like he didn't Wikipedia. Now he's repeating. He's just basically, I guarantee you, if you go to the Wikipedia of the microphone, he's just literally reading it verbatim. He's probably going to start reading. He's probably going to reference 255.4.
Nazis need apply. They didn't invent it. And Hitler didn't invent highways.
The Autobahn is a big deal. I mean, I hear what you're saying. He didn't invent the highway, but he did make it better.
So if you look up the history of microphones, the first thing that comes up is a page that's the history of microphones, and the little paragraph blurb was basically just what he said right there.
Of course. Dude, he won't even go to the second page of Google with his plagiar. Like, you know when you plagiarize something, you go like the 5th or 6th page of Google, hoping they don't find you. But he just, the first result, he just verbatim reads it. You're a fucking boob, dude. You're so stupid.
Guys,
The first
you're both
page.
wrong, actually. I just read it here. Hitler actually wrote "Life is a Highway."
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Life is a highway.
Life is an autobahn. I want to drive it all night long. No
All right, then he was evil.
Roads were like back in Mesopotamia.
No, hold on. But a highway is, when someone says highway, they're not referring to the roads in Mesopotamia, you fucking retard. He meant like vehicle highway. Oh, he knows what he meant. But I also don't like this other thing that we're supposed to pretend like the Nazis didn't also invent cool things. They did invent cool things. I mean, okay, look, there's a reason people are still driving fucking GTIs and Jettas. You know what I mean? There's a reason Audi is still making cars.
Because we all have great respect for Hitler, right?
No, that's not.
I got mad love for Hitler.
That's not. No. That's
I
not
love Nazis. Wait, what?
No,
am I doing it wrong?
Not what I meant.
Oh, I don't have the face mask on.
Look, all I meant was that Mercedes-Benz is a good vehicle. That's it. Okay?
Like 4000 BC. The first road to get a coat of tar? How about that? That wasn't him. It was the Champs-Élysées.
Look at him. Bro, again, Mersh, you nailed it. A dumb guy trying to act smart is so funny.
It's funny and it's enraging at the same time.
You know he has no idea what he's saying at all.
In Paris, 1820-something. America's first federally funded highway. Ran through 6 states, completed in 1834, 55 years before Hitler, who was a failure and a fraud.
He almost beat the world.
And also, nobody said, like, Kanye's, again, you're refuting Kanye West misspeaking because he's a moron. I don't even think anybody would claim that Hitler invented the highway. Nobody, you're putting words in people's mouth. Yes, he constructed the Autobahn, which was Germany's first major highway, but that's nobody's like, wow, like nobody thinks Hitler was sitting there and was like, you know what I was thinking? What if we made the roads wider? Wow, that's a great idea.
No, but it's also the thing, like, he was a failure. He was just, now look, people could be horrendous people, but he's not a failure. That's, you know,
Hitler pretty much almost invaded all of Europe. You couldn't keep your job at CNN.
Did you know that Germany went to war with the world? And get this, they almost won. That's one of my favorite Norm Macdonald jokes. It's like,
dude, they literally almost invaded all of Europe. He almost became the ruler of the world, and you got outfoxed by Don Lemon.
Yeah, exactly.
So I wouldn't really shit on him too much now.
Yeah, underachiever, fine. I mean, look, that's the thing. Like, the truth of the matter is, it's, again, and you should know the Norm thing. It's like, wow, it turns out that only the good guys have ever won any major war, and it's true. It's like, look, it's a matter of fucking perspective. It's just, saying this shit about Hitler, right? It's the same thing as like when people go like, well, Thomas Edison George Washington wasn't actually great because he owned slaves. You know, it's using that one horrible thing takes away other things. Like, that's not the way it goes. Look, Gary Glitter's a pedophile, but is that a better hockey banger at a game? I don't think so.
No, we still rock out to Rock and Roll Part 2.
Hey! So, you know.
We're still sending that guy royalty checks.
Yeah, in jail.
Was even born. You see, bigotry never stands up to scrutiny. It is rarely as much about the rational as it is about a radical rejection of decency in favor of perverse advantage. To make someone less so that you can...
How many views do you think this has? Just so you know the downgrade that he's on.
I'm going to guess, if I had to guess, 15,000.
5,000.
Oh. Ouch.
Ow, that hurt.
Maroon.
Maroon.
Artificially ascend. And no matter where we find it, it can never be ignored because it will be empowered. Now, look, this is so much bigger than just the idea of going after Trump. And I know that's happening. But look, it is not right that Trump doesn't get mentioned by name when his party is forced to confront what is in their ranks.
No. So you're saying, again, this is Trump's fault?
Oh, it always comes back around to Trump.
Why is this Trump's fault?
Because they used free speech to stifle free speech.
Hey, you interviewed him too, you fucking retard. He's such a fucking idiot. He's not. He has 5,000 views. I don't like punching down on Chris Cuomo, to be honest with you. Because at this point, Chris, we're punching down.
Yeah, it's sad. It's
And I know you have a Google alerts for your name.
How the mighty have fallen.
Gee, I want to call him mighty, man. I guess
I don't know. You seen them back muscles?
You see my lats? My lats are pretty mighty.
Yeah, you know why I'm so strong? Because I'm carrying the weight of my brother's sexual assault allegations. Oh.
A motherfucking Atlas over here.
You don't think I'm strong? You don't think? Watch me pick up this rock. Hey, you looking?
I'm looking. Chris, we're looking, Chris. We're
You
looking.
see these traps? You see these trap muscles? You know how they got so big? Carrying water for the Democrat Party. Those farmer walks will do you good.
He's doing the tricep. Let's get after it. Let's get after it.